Alright, Alico 3. Today's video will focus on some notable sales in the store. These were all transacted over the weekend. Hobby boxes. I don't do this every notable sale video, but for this one I'll show some of the hobby boxes that sold. That is a pretty big part of my store. So here's Contenders Football, 2019 Contenders Hobby. There is, of course, a retail version, and then there's the FOTL, which stands for First Off the Line. This is the hobby version. Of course, that has Kyler. Daniel Jones has cooled. Haskins is benched, so I think Kyler's going to have to carry that product for now. Top Scrum Jumbo, 2019 Top Scrum Jumbo Baseball. Vlad there on the cover. That product's definitely picked up steam with Tatis. This is the retail from 2018, so this is Luka's rookie year. I've had these for close to 2 years now, so and the price that sold for is crazy to me. I think they were 100 or 125 when I bought them. And then here's the Series 2. This has the bat down 698 Acuna SP rookie. This is the last year that Topps did the 36 packs with 10 cards per pack. I think now they do 24 with 14. So that's the hobby version. Here's some ungraded singles. 32 I think is the price I had it for, fixed price, and then it wasn't selling, so I just put it to auction. That's what I do sometimes. This is the orange refractor variation of Acuna. This is 2020 Topps Chrome. I paid a lot more for this. I think I paid at least 130 for it, but that's what happens when you do auctions sometimes. A lot of times you get like half of what you probably should, or like 70%, and that's just kind of what the deal with auctions. This one was fixed price, so Calvin, the SPX. Beautiful card, and that's out of 299. That's the base one, Jersey Auto. Here's a Vic. This is the Topps Chrome 2001 refractor. 10-9 AU means the auction ends October 9th. AU stands for auction. Just little notes I do when I file the cards away. Here's a showcase. So I don't know what happened. This was supposed to end July 17th. But I think the person didn't pay, and then I finally got around to relisting it. It was just sitting in my box. So that's the Showcase Avant card of Breeze. That's out of 500. Decent card there. These LeBrons were all auctions. Obviously, with the NBA title that was clinched last night, would have thought these went for more than they went for, but it's kind of weird when players are about to win a title. Sometimes the cards don't go up. A lot of the LeBron stuff rose, from May to August, and then it kind of tapered off. So just kind of what I've seen with his market. Here's the flagship. So, and then this one ended. Well, let me show you the back of this one. Yeah, there's the flagship. Here's the Fleer. And this one I thought this one went low. I was thinking 300, and for the Topps I was thinking at least 500. So I guess that's a deal with auction. Near Mint Plus. There's something going on with this one. Yeah, there's a little like wrinkle by the patch window, so if you sent this to Beckett, they'd probably give you an 8 surface, I'd guess. But I think PSA would hammer this card down to like a 7. The rest of the card isn't bad at all. It's just, that's just pretty prominent. So I had to put in indicator that the card is near Mint Plus. This was fixed price, and I think I put it to auction just to get it out of the store. So Silver Prism, Deshaun Watson, 2017. This card has cooled, of course, with the Texans' 1-4 start, but Still a good card for the long term, I think. Jordan 87 Fleer. This is the second year. It's got some softer corners, so surface is pretty good. The centering's, I don't know, 75-25. So near mint plus. It could be closer to near mint condition. I don't think it's EX mint, but somewhere in that range. This was fixed price. It sold for a decent amount. I thought it would sell for more, but that's the way it goes sometimes. The market has definitely cooled in the last month and a half. So the Roethlisberger refractor from 2004, fantastic shine on that pup too. So okay, here's a huge card. This has been in the store for 2 or 3 years, and somebody came in with a pretty serious offer. So they just actually came in with a message and just asked about the card and kind of put a price out there. And then what I love about eBay's new best offer feature, you don't have to set a best offer. You can reply with an offer when a interested buyer sends a message. So I just sent the price that I thought was fair for both sides. When you look at past sales in the last 90 days, this seemed fair to me. So huge card, 1966 Topps Mantle and a PSA 9. Very clean copy. One of the bigger cards I've sold in the last year, I'd say. I mean, there's a lot of cards I sell in the $1,000 to $2,000 range, but this kind of ramped it up there. So PSA 9 on that. Strong SGC sell. This is the Clemens. This was a CBF item, so the 85 Donruss. So pretty good. Here's a Class 3 gold, somewhat of a tougher variation from the 1998 Topps Gold label. This was picked up in a lot, so I bought a bunch of Peyton Manning, LT, Durant, LeBron from a person that was looking to sell his entire collection, and this was part of that deal. This one came back, and one of the corners, yeah, that bottom right corner, I mean, if you're going to say a card's pristine, I better pick it up, and I better be able to not even like glance at it with the naked eye and see anything wrong with it. And that corner just doesn't look perfect to me. So to me, this card's not pristine, so it is overgraded. So it doesn't matter if it's Beckett, SEC, or PSA. It all comes down to the actual card and not the label. So it's just the way I collect. I don't think a lot of people collect that way, because a lot of people, if you're doing it as an investment, it doesn't really matter what the card looks like inside the case. Most people that buy it as an investment just buy the label, and they have that card in that label and they sell it. But I think if you're a collector, you're more wary of what the card actually looks like, because the process of grading, as we know, is done by humans. Humans are prone to error, and they're not perfect. So Peyton Manning Ultra 98 PSA 9, fantastic card. The price on this was pretty astounding. These have pretty much doubled in the last 6 months too. Bichette, so the Tatis was hitting like 800, 850 for his 2016 Bowman Chrome PSA 10. Bichette you can have for a much, much lesser price, so that would be something to think about. This was just something that I bought raw, sent it in, waited the 6 months to get it back, and then listed it. Frank Gore flagship. I've got a bunch of these. These are pretty easy to pick up, or in the past they were for like $5, $3 to $5. So, and it's really not the toughest set. It's the same set as the 431 Aaron Rodgers card, which of course is creeping towards like $85 raw now, which is very strong. Let's see. I'm not sure the current market on this in a PSA 10. I think it's close to $275. So this went for much less. So it kind of shows with the ultra modern, and this is just one example, but it just shows the SGC's behind, and they just haven't caught up. I mean, I like sending to them, but their secondary is not really close, and their turnaround time is now like 3 to 4 months. So they've kind of lost some of their appeal to new submitters, I think, because of those two factors. Okay, this is why I like to do the pre-grade analysis. So this card was an 8 plus on my pre-grade, so I was expecting an 8 and an 8 or an 8.5 at best, and it got a 9. So I thought this card was graded too high, so I put it in the store. I just don't like the back bottom corner on this one. The front centering's in the 65-35 range, but to me this card's closer to like an 8 or 8.5. It got a 9, so I went ahead and sold it. It sold for a fantastic price. So you can use grading towards your advantage if you're a collector, I think. Barry score. So this is another SGC card where I kind of checked the market on both, and I saw that PSA 9 was closer to like 165, 175, and this went for I think under 100. So I mean that's substantially less. It's not to say that the card is in less condition than a PSA 9. It's just people are not willing to pay the same amount for SGC, and that's the way it is. So Barry score. That's it for this one. Pretty fun stuff. It was nice to show some hobby boxes. I'll try to get this one uploaded, and we'll talk about it in the comments section later.